What up, gamers? Welcome back to Kaboom!
Kaboom, kaboom!
We're back with yet another exciting video for you. But before we dive in, make sure to smash that subscribe button to never end up in drama this big. Drama is a part of our lives whether we're children in school or in a large company making billions. It's impossible to avoid it, and Twitch streamers are no different. The celebrities of Twitch have become widespread names that are known by everyone, and when drama happens between themselves, everyone and their grandmas know about it. And that's the topic for today, as we're going to take a look at the top 10 Twitch dramas. Number 10. DrDisrespect's bathroom visit. DrDisrespect has been banned from Twitch more times than we can count, with the last ban being permanent and forcing him to move to YouTube. But the ban that is considered the funniest and stirred a lot of controversy within the community was when DrDisrespect went to the E3 event and he was IRL streaming. For some reason, he thought it would be a good idea to record the bathroom too, and doing so broke privacy laws, leading him to get banned and issuing a formal apology that broke character later on behalf of his entire crew. The community was divided, as some believed the ban was deserved, while others saw the funny side to the situation. Number 9. Alinity's animal abuse. Alinity is a very popular streamer who has 1.4 million views and is well known in the gaming community. Generally, she acts cute with her cat, and that's something that people loved her for. However, a clip of her throwing her cat over her shoulder became viral, and although people debated whether or not this counts as abuse, eventually more and more videos began to surface in which she is clearly abusive to her cat, even forcibly making it drink vodka once from her lips. Eventually she apologized, but her reputation is forever tainted.
Oh yeah.
Hello Alinity, red definitely looks good on you and
No!
I want to see the world premiere.
Number 8. BadBunny's greed. It's not rare to find streamers with a toxic personality, but none of them gained the infamous popularity that BadBunny did. Although originally not too famous of a streamer, her existence came to light within the community after someone shared clips of her being extremely rude to her audience and terribly insulting them for not having the money to donate to her. When someone said that they enjoy her content but can't spare any money in the chat, she continued to ridicule him for being poor too. She's now referred to as the greediest streamer of Twitch, and no one takes her seriously anymore, despite the fact that she's almost at 1 million followers.
How did my whole speech about how I need subs and to get the stream going if you like the content, blah, 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 how that results in 0 subs? There are regulars here. $5 a month! How do you have hours of time to watch me and not $5? I don't know. What are you doing with your life where you have hours of time to watch Twitch and not $5 to provide for the content that you're watching? Because it's like people just really they really don't respect me as a content creator.
Number 7. Fed and Pokimane's fight. Fedmeister was one of the most famous members of Offline TV, and he was particularly close to other members of the group, such as Pokimane and Yvonne. The group seemed incredibly happy from the outside, but every fan was shocked all of a sudden when news of in-house sexual misconduct allegations broke out. At first, only Yvonne raised the allegations, but then Pokimane backed it up further too and said that Fed made everyone uncomfortable and tried to get Yvonne kicked. Fed eventually released an apology and his side of the story that was 25 pages long and addressed all of the things that Pokimane hid from her side of the statement. And then Pokimane replied with a long rebuttal too, in which she said she will put the thing behind her and that she admits she is a bit at fault for giving him mixed signals.
It's not my place to say whether or not a person has changed because their actions and words will eventually speak for themselves. All I know is that I can't be friends with someone who sexually assaulted people I care about and handled it the way that he did, so I won't be affiliating with him or his circle. We're gonna move on with our lives, he's gonna move on with his life, and that's life. That's really all I gotta say, so.
You know, I I felt like it was a, it was totally wrong. It was a complete breach of privacy to even think about putting, sensitive information like that on a document. And then sharing it with people was just like the complete wrong thing to do.
Number 6. ASMR hot tub streamers. One of the biggest Twitch dramas that never got resolved was the surge of hot tub and inappropriate ASMR streamers who began to overtake the platform, and they began to get a lot of views. This made those that see Twitch as a gaming platform feel like the point of the website is being lost, and there was a massive campaign against such streamers. And eventually, Twitch responded by categorizing such streamers slightly better, letting the gamers see content that is more appropriate to their interests. Number 5. Mixer's fall. Mixer was a platform launched as a competitor to Twitch, and they paid millions of dollars to top streamers like Ninja and Shroud to move to their platform. The big streamers were already famous enough to survive the switch and were handsomely paid too. So, when it was abruptly announced that Mixer was shutting down with no prior notice to the streamers or even their own lower-end staff, the top names in the streaming community were safe. However, the little guys, on the other hand, were left devastated as they had developed a community on Mixer for the 3 years that it was active in, and now they would lose their source of income. On top of that, those that already had Twitch partnerships left it behind for Mixer, and now they had no idea what they would do next with Mixer going down. This rightfully caused a lot of drama, and much of it can be seen on video as streamers were breaking down in tears and even admitting that they have no idea how they will pay their rents now. Number 4. XQC's toxicity. Although most streamers on this list have 1 or 2 controversies to show, XQC is a different story. Despite having a large fan base, he is often criticized for toxicity and ends up in a lot of drama. For example, he quit a paid tournament because he couldn't wait for someone to fix their internet. He invaded Offline TV's Rust server and started repeatedly killing everyone there. He's been banned from Twitch from stream sniping, showing porn on stream, and playing a game where the character strips if you beat her on Connect 4. Eventually, this led to many big names like Shroud getting fed up of XQC, and then he started to back off a bit.
Honestly, and I think it is actually sad that people think that Toast is like a 5 in this game. Seriously. I said it. People should be ashamed to think that he's a smart player when I didn't even kill there.
Incredible 5-head plays. I don't know how the fuck
What do you
guys...
mean you couldn't talk? 5 up was so mauled that he lost the other games that you just flooded the cup with a bunch of bullshit he has no idea about. Because he wanted us to be the killer so bad because he got fucked up. He did it. He got fucking so bad he started begging for other lobbies on Discord. He was so mad he started studying other Discords to get a new lobby.
I mean, I am leaving, so that is fair. But,
peace out, man. Go play with your fucking dummies.
Number 3. The US Army's Twitch recruitment. Something that no one expected to see on Twitch was the sudden appearance of the US Army on the platform, under the account name called US Army Esports. This was essentially an attempt to get some tech-savvy recruits to the Army by attracting them through the use of video game streaming. And it was quickly called out by hundreds of streamers and people in audiences alike, which went as far as to people trolling them by asking them about war crimes. What made the situation worse was that the channel was accused of hosting fake giveaways, the link to which just led people to their recruitment website. Eventually, they pulled out from Twitch and canceled the project. Number 2. Twitch's own drama against its users. Twitch ended up banning the words simp, virgin, and incels as insults, banning anyone who used the word. The entire community found that very surprising and also confusing, since no one identifies with words like incel in the first place. And furthermore, Twitch also banned other things like the PogChamp emote because the person that it's based on ended up expressing far right-wing views on Twitter. All of this caused a lot of controversy and it became the talk of the town for quite a bit. Number 1. Faze vs Tfue. Known as the first major esports employment lawsuit, this intense drama earns the first spot. Tfue, who signed a contract with the Faze clan back in 2018, sued the company saying that they have been exploiting him and making a lot of money off of him, which he did not get enough of. In a 15-month legal battle between Tfue and the Faze clan, Both sides claim that they are the ones being truthful, and streamers like Faze stated that Tfue is like family, and he's confused as to why he didn't just ask for more money directly. To this, Tfue told them to release the contract to the public and let them be the judge. Although this did not happen, eventually the lawsuit was settled out of court after over a year and has never been spoken of again since.
What I really want to talk about is the main point. This is about me and this contract. This contract that I signed when I didn't know any better. I'm an idiot. I should have never signed it in the first place. This 3-year contract. This contract basically allows Faze at any point in 3 years to just fucking take all my hard earnings and all my hard work and just strip it.
Check out this video. It's specially selected for you. You'll like it.